Alright. Is this working correctly? After my shit decides to load. Yeah. We're gonna say it's working right. Right, so what the hell are we gonna talk about now? I guess let's talk about the game. I really do like Need for Speed Heat. Probably is, in my opinion, the best. At least it is the top 3 best Need for Speeds of the 2010s, in my opinion. But obviously, as you do with any game, or at least when it comes to online or certain things, you have gripes with games. And what's my gripe with this game? It's the plague of the stupid RSR. The car where if you're talentless, if you're not good, if you know that you can get a cheap win on someone, you want to guarantee that you at least get one win. This thing is what you pick. The car that has been ruining Need for Speed for, at this point, 10, 15 years. Even if that's a over-exaggeration, it's been a problem ever since Need for Speed 2015, because I believe that's when it first made its debut. If not, it's been a problem since that game. Need for Speed 2015, Need for Speed Payback, Need for Speed Heat. And even if there's a case to be made about this car where it's not the best at everything, yeah, but it's the jack of all trades. A jack of all trades is always going to be better than something that is very niche and requires more effort. This thing doesn't require any effort. It doesn't require you to actually put the time and effort to be good. It's just an easy gateway, or it's an easy path to just win with no regard of competitive integrity, if there is a such thing these days. I mean, you just look at how gaming and everything is going. Nothing seems to have competitive integrity nowadays. Everything's a meta. And maybe that's hard to balance, but it would be great if we could figure out a way to balance these things. Because I feel like there was a balance when it came to a game like Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I really feel like whatever a great gun was in Black Ops 2, I feel like it was never the jack of all trades gun in Black Ops 2. There may have been great or good weapons in Black Ops 2, but I feel like there was no such thing as the best weapon. Maybe in some occasions, like, oh, well, the KSG is obviously the best shotgun for range. But again, those filled the niches. This car and many new games, maybe even the dawn of gaming, the meta is the thing that ruins any amount of fun, any amount of competitive integrity, and it just dilutes everything and turns it into just a ridiculous fight on who can be more ridiculous. Oh, you cheated, so I'm going to cheat harder. Oh, you're cheating harder? Let me get a couple more people to help me cheat so I can win. Oh, you have more people to cheat more than me? Well, let me get some more cheats on top of them. And then it just becomes a game on who's the dirtiest player and not who's better. So at that point, it gets all muddied. Who really is that good at playing the game? Who really is good? It gets diluted when you get with things like this, the RSR, the jack of all trades. You want one car to do everything? The RSR. Decent drift car, decent off-road car. Good, I mean, it's a bearable drag racer. You got a good track car. Hell, it's just overall decent. Even if it's not the best at one thing, it's great at everything. And if it's not great at everything, it's so good at everything that everything else is redundant. Why use a car that goes really fast in a straight line when that car can't turn? This goes fast in a straight line, and it turns. Oh, well, another car turns better than this, but what good does that do when this car just maintains speed better? And that's the issue when it comes to metas in these games. You get to a point where, why even call this Need for Speed Heat when you can just call this Need for Speed 911 Carrera RSR? Because that's all people use when you get into this game, when you get into Need for Speed 2015, when you get into Need for Speed Payback, that's all you see. It's just one of these cars. You never get to see true integrity. You don't get to see a real competitive bout because you have this thing that muddies the waters. What I think about Need for Speed 2012, I have not played that too often, but I will say, if I remember correctly, when I look back at that game, and for the very brief moment I played it, I feel like it shouldn't have been called Need for Speed Most Wanted. It should have been called Hot Pursuit 3, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I feel like that fit the vibe of Hot Pursuit way more. Yes, it became kind of like a, drifting-esque, or brake drift, or gas drift, whatever. It had a drifting element to it. And I get that that's not what Hot Pursuit was really about, but that's what the remaster Hot Pursuit was like. It had a bit more drifting involved. And I really feel like it should have been called Hot Pursuit 3, but it may have been a fun game. I'm not going to argue that. It probably was fun, but, that's another thing. If I'm correct, I heard things about that game, and what was the best car in that game? Something tells me it was the Hennessy Venom. The Venom GT. What's that car? Probably the jack of all trades in the same way that this thing's the jack of all trades. But I will admit I don't know much about 2012 Most Wanted. But when it comes to these modern games, though, it just gets ridiculous when you just can't have a legit race. How's it going? How you doing? But continuing on, it's just sad whenever you hop into an online lobby and you just see this thing all over the place. And you don't see anything else. And if you do see anything else, whenever they lose, what's the first thing they pull out? It's this thing. It's just sad. It's really sad. Need for Speed Heat changed the history of Need for Speed? Is that what you said? Which, I don't know if you mean that in a good or a bad way, but I like it. I think it's a pretty good Need for Speed. Like, it's very good, in my opinion. Like, it's one of the best Need for Speeds of the 2010s, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's the best one. But the run was pretty cool for what it was. Payback was alright. 2015, Not a big fan of that. 2012, I feel like Most Wanted 2012 probably wouldn't have been too bad to play, but, I haven't played it. Not legitimately, so I can't speak on that. But, yeah, just going back to this car and metas, it's just, it's really sad when you see that fun gets drained because it could be multiple things. One, it could be how everything's become a meta, or a meta. Everything's become a war on who has the biggest and the best. So then you just get a bunch of people who they actively seek the best thing instead of looking for their favorite thing. And that's where everything gets bad when you start running into this. This thing just does it all. Why play the game? Why use anything else when this thing is just... This is the game right here. The Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 2.8 1973 model. And again, it doesn't matter if there is better things. This thing is just so solid, why use anything else? You can't use a McLaren F1 as an off-roader, and even if you can, it's not that great. Okay, the Koenigsegg Regera, or Regera, however you want to call it. Yeah, it might be the fastest car in top speed, but it takes you 10 years to get there. And even if you do use the big tank of nitrous, that thing can't turn. And it can't do short circuits. It's too slow to take off the line, etc., etc., etc. And when you go down the list of all these ups and downs, what's the one thing you always come back to? What's always the best car for consistency? The 911 Carrera RSR. It's always the car that just plagues everything. And I know this is becoming a RSR slander, but honestly, the title of this is Talking and Rambling. And right now, I guess I'm doing a little bit of rambling. But, I mean, it is a weird thing, though, because a lot of us probably are guilty of, okay, I lose, let me bring out my best car. A lot of us probably are guilty of that. But I feel like when it comes to a number of these other cars, there is a playing field that can be met semi-evenly. But when you come across someone that is using this, or is using a great car given the circumstance, that's when you run into an issue where your car is great, but this thing is better in many ways. And so when you get to that point where you're using this great car and you face against someone who knows how to drive the Carrera RSR, they are using all the metas to their advantages, you can't do anything about that. Unless you're insanely cracked at the game, insanely talented, insanely consistent, you can't beat this thing. And even if you can beat this thing, oh wow, that's cool, but you haven't met someone that's on your level. Sure, you can probably beat someone that's not as good as you. Fine. But it always comes back to, on an even playing field, this is always going to be the best option, always. Hands down. There's no exception. There's no case to be made, oh, well, this car's better. No, it's not. There's this idea that people have, and they really think that if you work hard enough, something can be better. And while that might be true in the short term, it's not true. If you have to work harder, if you have to put in a lot of effort, if you have to be 1000% and you can't make one mistake, it's not better. You can make a ton of mistakes with this thing, you can still win the race. If I have to play absolutely perfect with, let's say, a Volvo 242 DL, If I have to play absolutely perfect, of course I can probably win. But if I have to meet requirements, it's not good to begin with, or it's not better than to begin with. You can probably beat the average player. You can probably beat above average players. But when you run into that one person that's actually competent and knows what they're doing, this is never beating a competent RSR. Never. No matter how good you are. Because the skill gap or the ceiling of potential is not fair. The ceiling for the RSR is unlimited. There's probably people still breaking world records with it till this day. Think about that. Is anyone breaking those records with this? Is anyone breaking those records with the F40, with a Huayra? Is anyone breaking those records with those cars? Guarantee you, even the best players can't do it. And even if they can never beat the tippity top best RSR user. Because that is how unfair the playing field is when it comes to that car. And that is my issue with these modern games. And again, like I said, this may just be a video game thing in general. There's always been metas. There's always been the better thing, the best thing. And sometimes, or a lot of times, people gravitate towards that. And sometimes that's not a bad thing, okay? When I first started this game, some of my first cars, one of them was this. The Camaro Z28 2014 model. This was one of my first cars. And when using this, I did alright for my level. I was okay. I had an idea of what to do. But when I actually started understanding how to play the game, when I actually started getting good at the game, you start to realize this car is holding me back. This car is not that good. And even if I can put all my effort into making this thing go as fast as possible, I'm doing it favors. The car is not doing me any favors. So, what I'm getting at, what my point being is, yes, what did I do? Did I stick with this crappy car? No, I did not stick with this crappy car. I moved on to the next best thing, which a lot of us probably do. Once you realize a car sucks, or once you realize something's not that good, what do? You want to improve. You want to spread your wings. You want to expand your horizons. So what did I do? I went to a Fox body Mustang, which is a huge leap. But because I wasn't that good at the time, I didn't know that it was a huge leap. But what I did feel was this car felt endless in potential. I felt if I could just drive a bit better with this, I can be better. I just have to drive it more and I can get better. I don't know when it started, but at some point I did get better. At some point, things did start to finally click. And even though I don't drive this thing anymore, and even though I probably could still, till this day, get better with this thing, I still moved on to something better. Even better than this, which is still a pretty good car. But the whole point I'm getting at is a lot of the cars I'm showcasing, those are cars that you can have somewhat an even playing field with. But there is a tier of car. They are better than even the great cars. Okay? Let's look at something here. To the average player, ignore the RSR. Ignore that for a second. I may have passed the car, but hold on. Yeah, I definitely did. Okay, right here. To the average player, that doesn't run into a RSR too often. If you ever come across a competent and a good Nissan Fairlady 240 ZG, if you ever come across a player who's using that car, I call this thing the Fairlady Z. I know that's probably not the proper name, but that's what I call it. Anyways, whenever you come across a Nissan Fairlady online, most players would probably think that's a great car. That's really good. You are not wrong. This is a very good car. It may have its downsides, but in overall usage, this thing is very good. And if there was an even playing field, this would be top tier. Hands down, no question. And while this still is top tier, this is where the problem starts to come in. Because when you look at this car and you think, wow, this has got to be top 5, that's when you start to realize, when you run into a competent, actual top tier car user, you start to realize that even this is still 2 leagues below the best cars. And this is a great car, mind you. Great car. But the moment that you're using the Fairlady and you're getting good with it, and all of a sudden there's one session, there's one lobby where you run into an actual competent RSR user, that's when you start to realize, my car is great, but this ain't shit to an RSR. It's just not comparable. It's not in the same league. It's nowhere in the same league. And it's a shame, because there's a lot of good players and there's a lot of good things to be showcased. This game is so much more than Need for Speed RSR. It's so much more than that. But no one will ever know that, because this is the Black Death. This is the plague. This thing is COVID. This is the volcano that erupted. This is the one thing that is constant. It's the one thing that will never go away. It stays, it lingers, and even if it doesn't always win, even if it doesn't stay or stick around all day, it always comes back. It's done it for around 10, 15 years now. It plagued Need for Speed 2015. Even if it didn't, there was other cars people liked, fan favorites. But when it comes to that online competitive shit, what's the car you always see? I would imagine it's the Porsche RSR. You get on Payback, you want the best shit, I would imagine 90% of the lobbies is gonna be the Porsche RSR. Get on Need for Speed Heats, what do you see? There's not one lobby where you don't see the Porsche RSR. And the worst part is the community and the people that keep pushing for this car to be the face of the game, is what it seems like, because they just never want to switch off and use something that they actually like. And I understand it. If a car is as bad as this, of course you probably don't want to use your favorite car, because the Golf GTI, the 1976 model, it doesn't turn that good, sadly. It's not good. It's okay. but it's not good. And even if you're that good with it, it goes back to what I was saying. It's a car that has a low ceiling, and it's not doing you any favors. How you doing? But as much as I love this game, as much as I like Need for Speed and etc., I love gaming. But one thing that needs to be reevaluated is metas. I know there's people that have a way of looking at metas, but in all honesty, it's something that will always be more negative than it is positive in the long term, depending on your mindset as well. Probably like, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000. It don't seem like much, but I've been playing this since 2020, I believe. But yeah, not many games I go out of my way to buy it. I believe I seen the trailer, I seen some clips of this game around 2019. Not many times I look at it at those clips or trailers and I'm like, "Oh, that looks good." This was one of those games where I was like, in a very long time, I was like, "I like that. That looks cool. That looks interesting." And then you see the YouTube videos and everything, engine swapping. Holy shit, right? But I've been playing this since 2020. Uh, I know 2,000, 3,000 hours don't seem like that much, but yeah, I have a good idea of how to play this game. I may not win. I may not win a lot, but I have a good idea of how to play this game. Yeah, what's your car? Just the starter ones, or you got the DLC cars? I can always give some tips and tricks. That's what I like to do on this game. I have a pretty good idea of a lot of things here. Yeah, but so one of the DLC cars, or one of the cars, let me find it. Mm, I may actually have it. Yeah, here it is. Hold on. Hey, you gotta get it somehow. So this is one of the cars. I believe it's $5 or maybe cheaper. Now, I already know, right? You're probably not going to get that. That's fine. But it's completely fine anyways. I mean, it's a McLaren F1 classic car. Really cool. But it comes with a lot of customizations. And you have to work to get these customizations. Some of them or a lot of them. But classic car. Iconic. World's first hypercar. Or at least one of them. But this is one of those cars that you can buy. I forget how much it was exactly, but also there's a few others. There's a C63 Mercedes. It's unique. There's a Grand Sport Corvette that's unique. There's a Mitsubishi Evo 10. I think it's unique. There may be one or a couple more, but those are the ones I can remember from the top of my head. And there's a few other things too, but yeah. I'm imagining you either went for the... What's that car called? The 180SX? The Nissan? Or... I don't know. I don't know what car you would have went for if you, when you started your career, or you started story mode. For me, it was the 180SX Nissan, which is this little thing right here. I may have passed it. Yes, here it is. The 180SX. This is one of the starter cars that you can get. Another one's the 1965 Mustang. Another one's a 1980s BMW, which is this one. And yeah. But kind of forgot what I was speaking about earlier, but that's fine. Yeah. The good old Plague. The 911 RSR Plague edition. I mean, what can you do, really? I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about, is the game becomes nothing but a Porsche RSR game, which is sad, but, you know, there's nothing you can really do about it. Get the car to 400 plus. If you truthfully like the car, that's cool. But a lot of people do not like that car for its looks, and that's a fact. I know it's a fact. If you truthfully like it for its looks, that's cool. But a number of people do not. A lot of people like it because it's the best car in the game. But yeah, there's a lot of good looking Porsches throughout the history. I even like the 1930s one that kind of looks like a I can't think of the best way to describe it, but it's a very it's very vintage looking 1930s car, or at least futuristic 30s car. It's pretty cool. I forget what it's called, but Type 57? No, that's the Bugatti. Type 38? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah. By the way, I don't want to hear another American joke. I've heard it too much. I've heard it too much. It's gone stale now. It's stale. Let's see. What the hell else to talk about here? Maybe just ramble about something else here. Kind of wish some of the stock engines were a little bit better, but I could understand why. Why would you want an engine swap, or why would this default engine be better than a more powerful engine? What would I recommend after the Porsche? Well, that just depends on many things. I'll just say this. You already started off with the best car in the game. So I feel like any other vehicle you get is not going to be as good. And the only things that would be good is stuff that is top tier, or stuff that is great in their own fields. If you want another great feeling car, then look no further than this car, the 2007 Lancer Evolution. This is a very good car. But the only downside is it's not top tier like the RSR. Everything else is not going to be as good as the RSR. The only cars that could be is only a very few select, but why use them when the RSR is just that good? And not to sound like I'm shaming you for your decision. It's just, there's not many vehicles I can suggest if you already start from the top. At that point, you're working your way to the bottom. But the Lancer Evolution 2007 model is pretty good. Another car would be, eh, if you want a good old time, just go with the Lamborghini Countach. I mean, it's a classic Lamborghini. It's not going to be as good as the RSR, but it's a good old classic car. It's pretty nice. The Corvette Grand Sport. You can't go wrong with the Grand Sport. Very good car. If there was no engine swapping in the game, this would be top 5 best cars in the game. Hands down. Easily. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, but, progress takes time. It took me time. I wasn't that good in my first, year, 2, 3 years, you know. And also, do remember that you can really get some of these cars, you have to really know what you want for them, or you have to. I'll give you the blueprint here in a minute, but you just got to work on it and get the right builds, etc. And you just you keep progressing. You keep trying to get better as you play the game. This is another very good car, the Fairlady 240 ZG, very good car. Another very good car, or pretty good car, is the 180SX. Another good car is the RX-7. Hell, even the Volvo 242DL, that's a good car. If you want to feel raw power, go with the Boss Mustang with the Forged 3.8 V6. If you want to feel something that, if you want to use something that's a big sedan, it feels like a big car, but it's lightweight, go with the M5 BMW. It's a very unique car. It's very nice. If you want a little tiny rocket, but it's a tad bit heavy, go with the Mazda MX-5. Either one. There's a 2015 or something model, and there's a 1996 model. Both are pretty good. People usually go for this one. Another good car is, okay, the BRZ is pretty good, but it's challenging, so it's not easy to use. So there's that. You could even go with the Ford Focus RS. It may not be that great, but it's better than most. The Honda NSX Type R, that's a very good car. If you want to feel classic Need for Speed, just legendary status, one of the coolest cars on the planet, you go with this BMW M3 GTR, the Legends Edition. Classic car, probably the icon of Need for Speed nowadays. The icon. Yeah, again, like I said, the Mazda MX-5, the 2015 model is also pretty good. The Nissan Silvia is pretty good. It's alright. Nah. This is mine. This one right here, the Skyline 2000 GTR. This is a very good car. Better to get it on console, or it's just, I guess it's just skill. But I do play it on a controller, console, and I mean, people have stigmas about things. It's just really, what do you want to do? I just play how I want to have fun, and this is my way of playing and having fun, using a controller. But I mean, if you want to stick with the keyboard or anything else, hey, either just try to get better with it, or just learn how to use it, or switch if you feel the need to switch. But the Aventador SVJ Coupe or the Roadster or whatever, anything that's SVJ, it's pretty good, pretty nice. If you want something a little challenging, Honda Civic Type R. The best front-wheel drive car in the game. It's not saying much, but if you want a challenge, this is the car. Ford GT, very good car. Pagani Huayra, very good car. Probably top tier or on that level. Even the Impreza WRX STI, the 2010 hatchback. The hatchback is what you want, not the regular. Regular is bad. This one's good. 488 Pista, that's a pretty good car. Even the little Lotus Exige S, that's another good little car. A lot of people sleep on this car. Pretty good. It's not the best, but it's not bad. It's pretty good in the right hands. The Ferrari F40, you can't go wrong with it. Classic. Pretty good. BMW i8, it's alright. It's not bad. It's a good try. Honda S2000. It's tricky, but it's alright. Jaguar F-Type. The Jaguar F-Type R Coupe. This is another pretty good one. It's not great, but it's just a nice car to drive and it sounds good. So, there's that. Mustang Fox Body, or Fox Body Mustang. It's pretty good. Tricky, but once you tame the Mustang, it's pretty good. 488 GTB, it's pretty good. I don't know how great it is, but it's good. Audi R8, tricky, but it's nice. Aston Martin Vulcan, pretty good, but you have to know what you're doing with this car. If you don't, it's bad. If you know what you're doing, it's good. It has downsides, but it's good. Now, there's a number of cars I have, or that I don't have. But there's a good reason for that. There's some cars irrelevant. They're not good. So there's a number of cars I don't have in this garage, or I don't have because they're just not good. They're bad. Not useful. Even if they could be useful, very niche. They're not worth the money. All the cars I listed to you, those are probably the best shits that you want to go with. And that might sound like a try-hard thing, but at the end of the day, hey, you already have an RSR. So, those are just second, fifth best cars that you can go with if you don't want to use the best car all day. And the McLaren F1. The McLaren F1's great as well. It's great, but you have to pay to get this car. So, this is probably out of the question. M3. The M3 GTR or just the street model? Because the street model is not as good as the GTR. The GTR is classic most wanted car. I know you can't customize it yourself, but that's a classic. But hold up. That's crazy. But yeah, the GTR, pretty good. And mind you, a lot of the cars I named, you do have to engine swap them to get max potential. But there is a few where you don't need to do that, but those are very few cars. Even then, some of them you probably still want to engine swap them. Oh, what am I saying? I forgot one more car. It's not great, but it's good for what it is. It's a classic. Just where the hell is it? One more car. The classic Diablo. It's not too bad. It's a pretty good car. It's not great, but it's good. Classic. If you want a little bit of a challenge, go with the DB11 too. Pretty nice car. And and the other version. This version. The Volante? Now, mine, I did things to it, so it's not going to look like the default. Just to put that out there. Let's see. Let's see. What looks awful? The GTR? That's a classic. You can't call the GTR ugly. That's a crime. It is opinions though. No, which one? Both of what? The E46 and the GTR? The street version and the GTR one? Or what car are you referring to? Let's see. The last two you just showed. Hey, I know my cars are not everyone's taste, but believe me, you can do different things to them. At least a number of these cars. I know everyone don't like my style, and that's fine, but, you know, these are pretty good cars. At least a number of them. Like, I know this don't look that good to some people, but I like it. I don't care. And again, this don't look like this naturally. Where is it at? There you go. It don't look like that naturally. What the hell to do here? You know, the Mustang GT is pretty good too, but it's a little bit of a hassle. Not that bad, but it's a pretty good car. It's all right. You know, it's all right. Certain occasions, it's good, but it's all right. This is somewhat unique to drive. Let's see. Oh, what am I saying? The 570S. This is another good car. This right here. McLaren 570S. This is not bad. It's pretty good. It's another option to pick. I'm gonna look through my cars here. I gotta use this more. Let's go with the classic. Maybe. Yes, sir. This game has a long lifespan depending on how you play it. If you want to mess around with the cars, it has a long lifespan. If you just want to complete the game, it's not going to take that long. If you just want the best cars and that's it, it's not going to take that long. But if you want to mess around with all these cars, there's a long long bit of gameplay to be had there. And experimenting and playing and all that. You do want the Regera just to feel how fast you can go in a straight line. You do want this for that. It's not good at all, except straight line performance. Play online. Just do know, at some point you will have to play the story so that you can make your cars faster. Because if you can't make your cars peak condition, you ain't gonna win against a lot of players. you gotta get the best parts. Because it's a difference between mediocre parts, best parts, good build, bad build. There's a lot of things that go into it. You can drive great all day, but if your car is just not that good, if it's not set up properly, it's not going to do you any favors. So at some point you will have to complete the game, or complete the story and all that. Rightio. Let's see. Let me go with the classic. Right. You have a good one, and hey, get some of that rest. Yeah, have a good one. Let's look.
All this time and you never bring us back donuts or pizza or nothing.
Hello, hello. How's it going? This car sounds so good. This is such a good sounding car. Alright, let's read this. 400 plus for this car? No, not for this car. But there's a reason for that. I have the stock engine. 5.7 V8. It sounds really good. It's not fast, but I just really love the sound of it. Like, the car's not that great anyways, so I just pick sound over speed. Like, just listen to this. Hold up. Let's give it a fair run. Hold up. What the hell was that? Okay, here we go. Okay. Right here. Yeah. That's just a great sound. Such a good sounding car. But is there any car that you need help with? Because I can definitely help with that. I always try to help out with car builds and etc.
You having fun
If your
out there,
car is
Mr. Lee?
turning... Hold up. If your car is turning funny, etc. You on Xbox, PC, PlayStation? What do you want? I'll go to the lobby in case. PC? Alright. I don't know if we'll experience any issues, but we should be fine. What cars you running with? And please don't tell me it's the Porsche RSR. I'm not going to judge if you do, but I'm going to slightly judge. But no, what car are you going with? Or what cars are you feeling right now? Let me load in real quick. Not even to be honest, that's the truth. That's just fact. That's gospel right there. If you're bad, use the RSR. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you are, type in your PC tag, letter for letter, underscore, all that. Unless you just want to find my stuff. Let's go with this. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's hope I don't botch this. Okay. Okay. MY. Let's see if this is it. This you? I act like this is you. Alright, well, If you can find that friend request. I don't know if you can. Yes, you can. There you. All right. Did I do this right? All right. Yeah. That BMW is you. If it says M3 GTR ALMS in all caps, yeah. See if that worked. So, did that work? Am I having a moment here? Alright, if you accepted my invite, I'll just join you. See if I can type this one more time. Whoa, my shit's not working right. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's hope no issues. Want me to start? Guess I'll start in a second here. And here we go. Let's hope no issues come into play. Sometimes there's lobby or connection issues when it comes to trying to play with either Xbox or PC. I don't remember what the conditions were, but that's what it is. You have everything unlocked because I am 1000% a day player. I don't like the night unless I'm trying to help someone out. I mean, I will play it here and there, but it's not something I do. I'm imagining you have all the parts. Alright. Got the Xbox controller. I gotta take a look at those. I don't remember how those are set up. I mean, it's I would imagine it's basically the same thing, but some controllers I don't like how they feel in my hands, so but play on night.
I was thinking of going for a drive.
I don't know if you heard me, but do you have all the parts? You completed everything in the game? Man, this car's loud though. Do I have anything more silent than this? I have something more silent than that. But where the hell is it at? It's my GT4, I believe. Where's it at? Can I ever find this car? There it is. That's how much you make when you play this game for, like, what, 4, 5 years? Yeah, I've been playing since 2020. I'll go with this. I will warn you, anything that I'm good at in the daytime, it goes down the toilet when I'm in the nighttime. That's just what it is. It's kryptonite. So, betting hands down, you're gonna win every time, guaranteed, free. But we ain't try-harding here. We're just playing. Mods. Some people also thought I was using glitches. Nope. I've been playing since 2020. 4, 5 years, something like that. 4. Been playing for a hot minute. If you do have all the parts in the game, it sounds like you're using either the forged engine or using the default engine, one or the other. You want the 3.8 V8 if you want online performance. This is going to be so bad. I'm on the ass controller as well. It's fine, I did it to myself. Let's see how badly I do this time. If you double tap nitrous, you can get out of the cutscene. No, you do have the Wanko engine. I can't make this turn, bro. My bad. I can't make this turn on this controller. you have worse luck than me. Whoops. I'm already experiencing controller issues. Oh, what happened there? I actually do like this car. It low-key sucks, but it's alright. I cannot believe I'm not crashing every 2 seconds. My bad. Is this a really long race? Oh, what? Okay. Oh, interesting. Controller. Bear with me. Whoops. Look at that. I'm not doing any favors to myself using my back controller. Whoops. Hey, let me put the message. Come on. There we go. Well, it's pretty good, like the forged version. It's just that it's not top tier. It's not the best performing one. You want the 3.8 for online. 3.8 V8, that is. The 3.8 is usually the best engine for a lot of cars, and I mean a lot of cars. Not 5, lot of cars. Like, I bet there's 10 cars that use the 3.8 V8 as the best engine. And that's not preference, it's just the fact it's the best engine for a lot of these cars. Hold on, I will read that message, but not right now. What do you know? Yeah, it does sound great, don't it? It sounds amazing. Admittedly, if you have the forged one, it does still work against low-end players. Or, I mean, players that just ain't on the level yet. Like, it can still win. It's just not the best engine for it. That was a botch.
suspect. Gonna chase after him.
Some details on the target would be helpful.
It's a Cayman GT4.
Time to get busy, team. We have a chase in progress. Remember, we rule the night.
We roll the dice. Can I make these? There we go. Oh, come on. You're trying to sabotage me. I'll charge that. Oh, that's terrible. I should have used a better car, but that's fine. Really fine. Let me turn this thing off.
They're gone, so screw it. Gonna see if I can get some race events on social media I can send you to instead.
Come on.
Well,
There we
next
go.
time it would be a lot easier if you all actually tried.
Okay. I do drive better than this. I'm just currently on the back controller, so I'm not doing myself any favors. But yeah, I have a pretty good idea of how a lot of these cars function, what builds, how to kind of make them a little better given the circumstances that you want them to perform. If you want them to have more grip, I can help with that. If you want more performance, I can help with that, etc., etc. Okay, let's see if I can manage to do better this time. Probably can't. This controller has quite the issues, but it's all good.
The blood pressure's only 130/78.
It's a flat 6. I don't know from the top of my head, but it's a flat 6. I know that. I could show you when we're done with the night races. Let's see if I can do anything. I cannot turn on this thing, man. What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh, I can't make that turn ever again, man. Not on this. Grass really doesn't number. Wow, that was unintentional. Ah! Oh no! It's the poor lease.
have a positive ID on the subject from our prior chase. Let's hunt him down.
All units, we've located the previous suspect and picked up the pursuit. Crew's putting the final touches on the tire bumpers for you.
Oh, I could turn better. Yes, sir.
Got eyes on the target vehicle?
My bad. Oh my goodness. I got lucky. Good shit. That was pretty good driving. Man was pulling up in the RX-7. I'll admit it, I got lucky. Yeah.
What a shit show. I'm ending this pursuit. Get back to patrol.
Alright, we're no longer pursuing the suspect.
Man, who the hell is this bum in the Porsche GT4? I think it's a GT4. Well, what level is your car? Is it a 400 plus? I would imagine it's good enough. That's RX-7. It's better than whatever the hell I was using.
Taurus is gonna hate you.
Shit, I don't care if it is a Wankel engine. Yeah. I suspected that. What did I get?
Hey, park it up. Take a load off.
Got that dog shit. Oh no, I got that. Well, I would imagine. What do you have on it? Because your drivetrain, your suspension, and your tires, and live tuning, all that really affects the car. Like if it's not synergized correctly, or if it's not built right, it's not going to turn that good. That car is not that bad. I have two, or I do use it with the forged engine and the 3.8. It's good either way. 3.8's better, but it's not bad. And just know some cars really don't need the parts. Some cars. Yeah, but I'm also just saying, like, handling wise, some things is just what you have on the car. I mean, I could see that, but like for this car, or this car, for instance, this is a pretty good example here. Yeah, this is a great example. Oh shit! Hold up. Yeah, 1 second. By the way, the fair lady. All right. What the hell is my fair lady? Do I have a fair lady out? I do not. Now, what am I doing? Let's just swap this. It's probably the 3.0 or 3 liter flat 6. Where the hell is my car? Oh, 3.6 flat 6. It sounds like this. Hold on. There it is. That's the engine. 3.6 flat 6. Yeah, 3.6. Let's see. I could have swore it was, but okay. 3.6. Let me take a look one more time. It's been so long since I actually looked at the engine for this car. Wow. I forgot that that's the only other option for this car. What car was I thinking 3 liter? Was it this? No. Alright. Let's see. Any other car you'd like to know the engine for? Let's see. McLaren F1. Alright, this is probably going to be a bummer, but I'll probably just do a few more races, and I'll either be on later, or I should be on tomorrow. So I'm going to do a few races, but, yeah. I'll be on either later or tomorrow, after these races. You know what, I don't really feel like... I just want to have a good drive here. Yeah, let's just go with this. Alright, we'll do a few races. But yes, if anyone is curious on what the best engine is for any car, just, I don't know. Just ask me. I'll try to answer as fast as I can. If not, then hey, always here to help. Let me hear. What do you have in that? You got that Skyline engine in that? Yeah, you do. I think the hybrid might be better, but I know a lot of people use both. Okay. Oh wow, I rarely see a cop come down here. Maybe I just don't play the night that often. Next time, if I play, I'm gonna use a better controller. My mic quality is gonna be dog shit. But I'll give some legit races next time. Right now, I want to sound bearable to listen to. But, my good controller sounds terrible. I sound like I'm talking through a PlayStation 3 like microphone. It's bad. That's why I'm going with the bad controller today, because the quality is better on the mic. Because this car is dirt easy, I shouldn't have too many issues with this car. Except power. What? Yeah, there's a few things that you kind of forget are features in the game. There's moments like that. Just like you can check the engine by hitting the pause menu. And you can swap parts. That was bad. Oh! What do you know? Hello. Ah. The baby. Ooh, Jesus. Nearly ate shit on that one. It's the police. Oh, they're poor. Whoops. It can't go any worse, can it? I just want to say to anyone that could be watching or watching in the future, I am sorry that I'm not showing anything, but I would need to be on the good controller. It's fine though, it's fine. Completely fine. Doing myself no favors. Well, I'm gonna take advice from a guy who's losing all day. Who the hell's this guy? I, I do. I am somewhat good at this game. Somewhat. I'm just not showing it on this controller. But it's all good. Right. Mm-mm. I'm gonna imagine that whenever we do get to race legitimately, you're either gonna be a mega damn problem, or I might have a chance for once. Either way, this controller is ass. That's all that is certain. Okay. Alright. This may be the last one. Which I know we didn't get to play that out that much, but yeah, I gotta get going soon. Pinball. Not going well. Oh, what the? Well, look at that. Look how smart I am. Oh my goodness. It's not going well.
I've got you now. I won't pass up another chance to stop this one. Control.
Shit, I can't catch up. It's all good.
Awake? Good. Chase from the previous suspect. Get in there.
How nice. Man, I'm not in my element. Ugh. Hop out the way. Yeah. I can't thread the needle. I can't do it. There we go. That was some good stuff. Next time I'll actually give a
Even when
legit
you're in the
race.
lead, it's never easy.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. But instead we got the Regera, whatever you want to call it. And
No matter how bad it gets out there,
sadly,
at least
it's
we ain't
just
gotta
good
worry
in a
about
straight
Mercy
line.
no more.
Nothing else. But my bad, that's gonna be it. Gotta hop out of here. If anyone liked anything about this, maybe watch next time when I actually try to use a good controller. But alright. It was cool. It was fun. And hey, I'm gonna have to see what all you're gonna come up with at some point. See you just freaking dust me in a beetle or something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was good playing. Hee hee. But right. Gonna hop out of here. See y'all.